Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Chiefs are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Broncos, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Wentz now on first down. They complete it to Hill. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
On play action, Wentz. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. A toss to Cook. And some room to roam now. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run with Cook, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Second and goal now from the 8. They try again with Cook, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Cook, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. And tough starting field position here. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Linval Joseph with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On play action, it's Wentz. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And just shutting him off there. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football. They start the drive with Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
To throw is Peterman. Rolling to his right. On a crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it'll be tipped up and picked off.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Left side, Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a run with Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Third down, Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 29. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be in the the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on third down for the Broncos. 44 yards. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
They'll bootleg it with Peterman. That's caught. It's Thomas. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. On first down, Peterman. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
He finds Robinson. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back complete.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 54 yards. Throwing on first is Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he He's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wentz going to try and throw on third. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 3rd down, Peterman. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. In motion left here, Sanders. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Spinning away. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd down. That's Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Peterman. Sanders has it over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Peterman looking deep for Demarius. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Demarius Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Gonna let one fly for Rupp. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And give him a gain of 37. Play action. Now Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, that's Cook, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight, but I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
And now here comes Kansas City. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they... 2nd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Detroit!
A give. This is Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And some room to work. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Peterman. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. T.Y. McGill in there to get him for a loss of 5. On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Handoff comes to Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll try and throw for it with Peterman. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. The decision to go for it pays off. And now they're set up 1st and goal. Now here's a defensive timeout call. By the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They pitch it out to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal. It's still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Third and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And an alley to run. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And some space here.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Wentz now to throw. They find some open field here. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Gonna let, and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Peterman. Jackson's got it over the middle. That goes for a gain of 31.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Peterman to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now it's Peterman. Rush coming, and he's taken down. D. Ford able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They run the counter with Cook. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They're not running it. Peterman wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 3rd down. That's Cook. And a nice spin into some open field. 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Linval Joseph in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 3 on the play, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Sua Cravens in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.